For the first time in 5 games, Point Loma basketball back at Golden Gymnasium Saturday against RU. Head coach Matt Logie, welcome back. It's been a journey, to say the least, right?
Yeah, we've been on the road for a while, and trip up to the Pacific Northwest, played two very good opponents in Western Washington and Seattle Pacific, and then head over to Hawaii for that 3-game road trip, which turned into 2 with the postponement. But it's good to be home, and excited for the guys to be able to play in front of their friends and family again.
Well, you brought the rain back with you. I know it was raining out in Hawaii, but ultimately, you guys have started 4 and 5. I know there's a ton that has gone into that. But when you look at some of the more efficient performances you've got, Miles Franklin and Hugh Baxter from the outside have been extremely efficient from deep. What are you looking for to kind of balance some of that and continue to get the offense to flow a little bit more?
Well, I think one of the things that we're trying to emphasize is just balance in general, right? Making sure that we're attacking the paint, we're doing that through penetration, finding post-up opportunities. Obviously, our personnel, has shifted, this last few weeks with, versus what we thought we would have. And so that's forced everybody to, change a little bit here and there. But ultimately, we know that, we'll be back at full force soon. And we want to keep our design and keep our habits and understand that, everything that we've gone through thus far are great lessons for us in learning how to attack different defenses, different game plans, and so on and so forth.
Well, that's been different, and I think you go into a season hoping and expecting to be at full strength, and that changes from game to game. But you guys played one of the toughest schedules in the country so far. What lessons do you feel like you're learning as you start conference play that this team can build off of?
Well, I think we're learning, how important it is to be grounded on the defensive side of the ball. When you're missing 20 and 10 on offense, that's going to put more pressure on your defense. And so, our guys have had to respond to that when our backs have been against the wall. We generally have. I think what we're looking for now is how can we get off to a better start? How can we start games with that same mentality that we have when our backs have been against the wall, and try to get out and play from ahead a little bit instead of from playing from behind so much.
One of the threads that's been interesting to watch with maybe some of the shuffling and the rotation, some of the young guys have gotten some good minutes lately. Kobe Barnes, Pierce Davis. You excited about their growth and development and how they're kind of taking on a lot of responsibility?
Yeah, it's been good to see those guys, continue to grow and continue to improve and impact the game. Pierce Davis had a tremendous game against Hawaii Pacific, and we're learning about our team, literally day by day, week by week, and as we, have kind of gone through these last few weeks, we haven't had a lot of practice time on the floor. We've kind of been going from airport to gym to game prep, and so it was good to be home for a couple of days, to have a couple good practices, and we'll get some more of that next week during finals week as well.
Well, certainly good to be home, and you talk about what that dynamic is with everybody preparing for finals, but you have Academy of Art on Saturday, and then Azusa Pacific the following Saturday. 2 tough conference games, 2 teams that have been playing pretty well. What are you looking to get out of these 2 games heading into that final non-conference game before the break?
Well, right now we're just focused on art. That's the thing that's 6 inches in front of our face, and we've got them tomorrow. So they're playing great basketball. Their personnel is greatly improved. They're talented. They play hard. Obviously, they have a Division I win over UC Davis by almost 20 points, and have continued to play well at the start of conference play. So it's a significant challenge for us, and I'm excited for the opportunity for our guys to bounce back.
You're in the same boat as them of, you get that win over a Division I team. A lot of people put that extra attention when they're game planning for you. What do you think that says about the overall level of maybe some of these Division II teams right now that have been winning those types of games? There's
been a lot of them this year. I think what it speaks to is the value of experience, because I think at the Division I level there's been, especially at the low and mid levels, a little bit of a vacuum of experience, because people tend to, there's just a lot of roster turnover at that level, and then I think it also just speaks to the equity in terms of competitive level between Division I and Division II. There's just not as big a gap as people think, and when you have a year like this where time and time again those results are shown, it speaks to what us as Division II coaches are constantly telling kids and families, is that you very well might be a Division I player. There's only so many slots, and there's a lot of Division I players that are playing Division II basketball and having great experiences and great careers. Mm-hmm. So, I think it just speaks to the depth of the basketball community.
Well, certainly going to be an exciting one. 3 p.m. Saturday afternoon at Golden Gym as Point Loma hosts the Academy of Art.